Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're talking about day 7 after switching from Nvidia to AMD. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think today I've hit my breaking point with this. I have. I've literally tried everything to get this card or get this system now working with my my Ubisoft games. It works well enough on some, like Far Cry 6. The Dunia engine obviously works pretty decently. And then, the Frostbite engine, those are both manageable. I can play almost everything on this card, but for some reason, my KT Racing games and my Assassin's Creed games have been messed up. So I did find a solution. I did find a solution. The solution was to just delete those games off of my hard drive and move on. It's really that simple. Okay, here's one thing, okay? We all, as like people that are, new to PC gaming, are going to run into these problems every once in a while. And the fact that literally nobody can give you solid information pretty much tells you everything you need to know about PC gaming. And, everybody's got great ideas, but nobody knows how to actually fix anything. We can all try, stuff that might have worked for somebody else. I've tried a lot of stuff. One of the problems I was having is I hadn't downloaded my chipset for my CPU, and once I figured that out, I was like, oh my gosh, man, how could you forget something like that? And that didn't even solve my problem. So I was sitting here and I was like, oh my gosh, if this solves my problems, I'm going to be so mad. But it didn't. So I've actually been able to bring this pretty closely, like with my KT Racing game, TT Isle of Man 3. These stutters happen at exactly right around the same part in the track. So that there has got me thinking that that's more of a shader compilation thing that's just not, it's just not actively keeping those shaders though. When I get to that same spot and it does the same thing, it's almost like, because you're driving the whole 37-mile course on that game. And so every time you get to a certain point, it'll do that pause thing. And that's kind of all right, well, maybe it's just, moving to another section. It's, doing a little shader pause or whatever. And that's fine, because to be completely honest with you, that game never felt stable on the Nvidia drivers either. With the 3080, it never felt stable on that. The racing games, none of the racing games ever felt stable on that. And so that there just makes me feel like it is like a shader compilation thing. But it doesn't make any sense. With Nvidia, it never got any better either. It always kind of felt like it had that micro stutter all through there, and then this feels completely smooth the whole time I'm driving until it hits one of those, and then it's instant. It just stops dead in its tracks. So I've always been a console gamer, and I think I'm always gonna be a console gamer, and these types of problems with PC gaming, this is very annoying. You spend all this money on a PC, and then you got to spend all that time trying to figure out why it doesn't work. The only stable experience I've had with PC gaming is when I bought a pre-built. So if you don't know a lot about PC gaming, man, I find it really, really hard to recommend. I do. I find it really hard to recommend getting into PC gaming if you don't know anything about it. I do, or because you're going to be sitting there, you're going to be watching so many videos, and I don't think that the YouTubers, I don't think they realize the kind of issues they create with the way they cover the stuff that they do. There's nobody out there. And then if you try to get in touch with any of them, they're just going to ignore you. They're not going to tell you what to do. They're not going to help you fix your problem. So I'll probably end up just taking this in somewhere and seeing if maybe somebody else can help me diagnose these problems. Because to tell you the truth, if I can't get this fixed, I'm done with PC gaming. Like, I'm done with it. Like, this is so irritating that I'm just like, I don't even care. Like, I can play my console games and be just fine. Like, I'm at a point now where if I can't get this fixed for like really cheap too, I don't want to have to pay somebody hundreds of dollars to fix this, dude. I will be mad. I will literally absolutely be mad if I cannot get this fixed and optimized to a point where it just works and it feels good and I'm actually getting the performance that I paid for. Everybody said build your own PC, man, build your own PC. And here's the thing. I think that PC gamers have been through all this and they know all this, the pain and suffering and everything that they go through. So when somebody new comes in, they get them to, they try to like guilt them into building their own PC because they want them to suffer too. And that's pretty much what I think PC gaming is. I think everybody wants to see everybody suffer because they had to suffer. So I highly recommend a pre-built. It'll probably be the most stable PC experience you're ever going to have out of the gate. Like, I recommend pre-builts over building your own PC. And yes, you can save a ton of money by building your own PC. That is true. You can save a lot of money. You can buy all the parts, you can put it all together, you could save a lot of money. This exact build, well, actually I think it would have probably had like a 7800X, but I mean that would have been a few like within a couple like within $100 of itself. But that PC for 7900 XT or XTX would have been like $2,500, man. I saved a lot of money by building my own. But at the same time, if I would have bought a pre-built, it would have been optimized out the door. I would have been able to play my games. I'd have been able to have fun with it, just like I got with the 3060 Ti. That thing was optimized. It felt good. It felt mostly good when I put the 3080 in there. I don't really, I mean, that was more of like a VRAM thing. But now that I think about it, after the experience that I've had with this thing, like going back, if I wouldn't have sold that card as quick as I did, I should have kept it. I should have kept it and tried it on this build to see what that would have done for me. Because to tell you the truth, it's not the card. It's not the 7900 XT. Okay, the 7900 XT, on the games that it works phenomenal. Like, it is incredible. Definitely a major improvement over what I already had. But seeing as I built the whole thing, I bought the board and everything, now I'm sitting here trying to spend most of my days, instead of being able to just play games and enjoy things the way I was before I built this thing, I'm spending so much time trying to solve one issue. We're like I said, we're going on day number 7. Everybody's got great ideas. I try the ideas and none of them work. None of them work at all. I mean, that CPU driver thing, that kind of threw me for a loop right there. If I try to get in touch with like AMD or anything, I don't have time to sit and wait for like AMD or anybody else to get back to me, or to pull my card out and send it in for another. Like, there's so many different factors now. It's not just the card. It's the motherboard, it's the memory, it's the whole thing. It's the whole build now. Like, the whole build. Now I've got to troubleshoot this, because I've got a whole build and I don't just have a pre-built that I could have just, tried to find a way to, find a better way to figure out what was going on. This is nerve-wracking. I'm very upset with this. Like, I am. I'm to the point right now where I'm probably going to end up taking this in somewhere and see if I can get it, optimized or fixed or something, try to find out exactly what's going on with this and why I'm having those issues with those games. To the point where, man, I might just sell this thing and buy another pre-built. I might just sell it and buy another pre-built, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, man. I was very proud of this thing, but now I'm starting to hate it. Like, I'm starting to hate PC gaming because of all of this nonsense. It should not be this freaking hard, or this, like there shouldn't be these little annoying problems that just creep up. Like, there shouldn't be. Like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. And then with everybody out there always telling everybody, you just need to build your own PC. You just need to build your own PC. No, stop telling people that. Stop telling people that. You got a lot of people out there right now that are my age, that are ready to like move out of the console space and get into PC. Quit telling them that. That is the worst information that you can give anybody. That's literally the absolute worst thing you can do. Just because you got something and you put it together and it was okay and you came out on top, there's little problems that are going to creep up, and these people aren't going to. And you really want them to have a bad PC experience? You really want them to think that, oh yeah, man, that's just the way it is. You know, I came from console where I would get 30 frames per second. Well, now I get 100 frames a second, but it stops every minute and it pauses for a second. Is that really the experience that you want people to have when they come to PC, man? Oh, this is very frustrating. Very frustrating. I'm absolutely at my... I do this all the time. I make decisions, and then I get myself into a situation that I can't figure out easy, and then it frustrates me, it stresses me out. And I love doing this content for you guys, because then you guys can actively see how I'm feeling and why you know I'm frustrated with it. This PC stuff is such a money pit, man. And I see, here's the thing. Here's the absolute thing. If this would have been working great and I didn't have any problems and I could play all my games and it was just like, whoa, yeah, that's incredible uplift from my 3080, I would have been happy. Like, I would have been happy with the money I spent on that. But now I'm feeling like it was just a waste of money. Like, it was a waste of money. I've already torn apart that other freaking pre-built to build this one, to take the CPU out. Yeah. Like, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this freaking stupid whole PC thing. Like, I'm so sick and tired of getting FOMO about this stuff. It really just sucks, man. Like, it really sucks. I mean, I wish this would have just worked out the way it was supposed to have been and just been a card upgrade, because I think that would have been easier to figure out than, like, this whole thing, like, trying to mess around with BIOS, trying to make sure everything's there, trying to make sure, like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb, and I've wasted so much freaking time on it, so many days on it. And, like, for the first few days, it was okay. It was like, yeah, I just keep telling myself, hey, this is gonna be all right. This is fine. It's probably just this, probably just that. And I mean, for the most part, it is. But, like, I'm getting a little bit irritated with it today. Like, I'm getting irritated. I'm sitting here, and I can't figure out for the life of me what the heck is going on or why it's going on. And I can't get any solid freaking, like, like, hey man, this is what's going on. It's like this whole mirror, like, everybody, they post like this whole, like, a whole bunch of stuff, and they're like, yeah, this might fix it or this might fix it. I don't have time to sit and go through every single step that everybody says, like, here, try this, here, try this. I just don't have the time for that, man. Like, I don't. Like, I would just as soon quit PC gaming than have to deal with all of this stuff. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, it's to that point where I'm so sick of this, and I want people to understand. They're like, no, man, this PC gaming is freaking stupid. PC gaming is so dumb. It's so dumb. It's just another way to waste your money on a money pit for something that's not ever, like, especially going high end. Get yourself a 60 series if you're gonna do it. Don't even worry about this high end stuff, because I don't know, man. I mean, I've got most of it working, but I told you I'm a Ubisoft fanboy a long time ago, like I told you, and the fact that I'm having issues with my favorite types of games, that really bugs me. That really bugs me. And I've heard a lot of things like, oh yeah, it's just the AMD drivers this and AMD that and AMD this. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. Or maybe there's just not enough people out there that do anything with the AMD. They all just like, yeah, the AMD looks cool. Yeah, it's priced accordingly. But yeah, we're going to sit over here and talk about fake frame rate and all of this Nvidia stuff. So nobody actually takes the time to sit here and try to figure out the AMD platform to help people that want to get onto the AMD platform and save some money. They just guilt them into trying to get an Nvidia product. And I don't know, man. I wish AMD would reach out to me and help me fix this problem, or help me figure this out so that I can make content for people that want to buy AMD cards. And I've reached out to them, so I mean, I'll see if they get back to me. And my channel's not big enough, but I'm really frustrated with this. Like, I'm really frustrated. I'm literally at a point where I'm willing to, where I'm ready to give up on PC gaming and just and just be done with it. Like seriously, man. I'm like, what else am I gonna do? I'm just wasting my time with this. I've literally wasted 7 freaking days trying to figure this out. That's a waste of time. That's time. That's time with my family. That's time with everything that I can't get back because I've wasted it all on this stupid computer over a stupid problem that's probably some super simple, easy fix that I'm just going to go take it somewhere and see if I can get it fixed. Or maybe just call an IT guy out and see if they can fix it for me. I don't know. This is annoying. So, all right, my friends, this is day 7 of PC, like switching from Nvidia to AMD. Oh, I did not think it was going to be a nightmare like this. I really didn't, man. I really didn't. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.